Tesla is known for their frequent free software updates that make their cars better and better the longer you own them. In fact, it's really hard to sum up just how much more capable our Model 3 is now than it was when we picked it up 2 years ago. It got updated with a dash cam and Sentry mode. It got upgraded with games and a theater for watching Netflix and YouTube and Hulu. Autopilot gets better with free updates every few weeks. I even downloaded 2 free upgrades in horsepower. All that is great, but along the way, Tesla also got rid of some pretty good things. Things that I'm not alone in wanting Tesla to bring back. I want to start by saying that I understand Tesla's reasoning in getting rid of most of these things, even things that I disagree with their reasoning. I also understand that it's very unlikely that they're going to bring back any of these things, although I really hope that they do. Like number 1 on my list, bring back silver metallic paint. Wait, hold on. Make silver Teslas again. In late 2018, the paint booths at the Fremont factory became bottlenecks as Tesla was working hard to ramp up production of the newly introduced Model 3. Even though they had long since started producing Model 3s in batches by color, the downtime and switching costs of changing paint colors in the paint shop were out of line with Tesla's goals for throughput and margins. They decided to drop the 2 least popular colors, Obsidian Black, which was a more metallic version of the basic black Tesla still offers, and Silver Metallic, which you can see on our August 2018 build. The $1,500 optional Obsidian Black was not only really close in appearance to solid black, which was free at the time, but its more complicated application resulted in a much higher level of very noticeable paint defects. A friend of mine who picked up her Model 3 at the same time I did, but in Obsidian Black, had a burst paint bubble as big as my palm right in the center of her hood, which Tesla repainted at its expense. Contrast that with my silver metallic paint job. It still has flaws, but you can't see them unless you're really close and the light is hitting the paint at a particular angle to your view. I love that about this color. Back in late June of 2020, I happened across a Tesla Model 3 test mule at a supercharger that looked extra nice for some reason, and it dawned on me. The silver paint was different than our silver metallic. It was brighter, it was more metallic, it was just nicer. In fact, my wife asked me why our Model 3 didn't look as nice as that one. I don't have a picture because I didn't want to get the Tesla employee in trouble for telling me that he was driving a test mule, but I'm hoping that's a sign that some form of bright silver will be available as a paint option again sometime soon. I know that I'm far from alone in realizing that the value of a silver Tesla goes beyond its color, and I think it would be a very popular option if it were brought back, bumping one of the existing colors down to the bottom of the list. I'm talking about you, blue. Number 2, Tesla needs to include a NEMA 1450 adapter with all new Teslas again. Tesla still includes a mobile connector with all new vehicles, and with the right adapter from Tesla, it turns just about any popular outlet into a source of charging. For years, Tesla included both the NEMA 515 and NEMA 1450 adapter for free. The NEMA 515 is the most common 120 volt outlet in the US, found pretty much anywhere you can find electricity at all. And the 1450 is the most common 240 volt outlet in the US, found in many garages for hooking up an electric dryer, but also at most RV campsites that have 50 amp electric hookup. The NEMA 1450 basically turns every RV campground into an emergency source of level 2 charging, which I find confidence inspiring on a road trip, of course, but it's more than just for use in an emergency. I go camping with my Model 3, sleeping inside in the full comfort of HVAC while getting a full charge overnight. If you don't already have a NEMA 1450 adapter for your mobile connector, I think it's the top accessory that anyone who travels with their Tesla should have with them at all times. It's only $35 straight from Tesla, which isn't a whole lot compared to the price of the car, but more to the point, I think that Tesla should go back to including one of these with every new purchase. Number 3, bring back the rose gold IR tint. Ooh, When the Model 3 was first rolled out, the top and rear panels famously revealed this rose gold coating when they were wet with rain or condensation. A very small minority didn't like that effect, but most reservation holders were wowed and looking forward to the attention the IR blocking tint would get. But by the time the orders opened up kind of to the masses in late June of 2018, the cars that were delivered from those orders didn't have this rose gold tint on the back panel. They were just on this center panel. And not long after we picked up this August 2018 build dual motor, even this panel lost its rose gold tint. The cause of this effect is believed to be the way the light is diffused from this IR coating. When there isn't any moisture on it, the light in this wavelength is just kind of scattered all about and mixes with all the other wavelengths, leaving it looking black. When you get water droplets on, especially a lot of little ones, each one of those drops is kind of like a little lens, and it collects and straightens the light being reflected off of that tint, so we can more easily pick it up in this nice rose gold color. The move away from this seems to be done more for cost savings than to increase the effectiveness of the IR blocking. Regardless, I think a lot of people will be really happy to see this particular IR coating and the effect it creates to come back. Number 4, Tesla needs to bring back the real leather steering wheel. While the Model 3 has always come with what Tesla calls a vegan leather interior, the steering wheel was initially wrapped in real leather, like the cow skin kind. Tesla did give vegans the option of having a synthetic wrap steering wheel installed at their expense, but the ones rolling off the assembly line had a steering wheel just like this. Nice real leather. Eventually, Tesla moved the vegan leather wheel into mass production, initially matching the stitching that you see here, and eventually getting rid of these nice index stitches, which I actually like. I've driven both, and though aesthetically they might appear the same, they are very different in feel. Leather, as it warms up, gets stickier in a very good way. That synthetic vegan leather doesn't get that way at all. It never feels great in my hands. It feels a little bit clammy rather than this nice natural feel that I get from real leather. Just as Tesla offered synthetic leather wrap steering wheels for vegans back when the real leather steering wheel was in mass production, I'd like to see them offer a real leather steering wheel for those of us who prefer it. Number 5, Tesla needs to bring back the dead pedal to the Model 3 and add it to the Model Y. Out of everything on my list, this is the one I'm actually pretty serious about because I see it as a safety issue. Somehow, presumably to reduce production costs, Tesla decided to stop installing dead pedals in the Model 3, and I don't think the Model Y ever shipped with one. Many think the designs of the 3 and Y are already putting lipstick on a pig at the price Tesla charges for them. Well, this is taking some of that lipstick off the pig and making them seem even less like the luxury vehicles they're priced to be. But a dead pedal is more than just a luxury. Sure, it can make driving long distances more comfortable because your foot has a nice flat place to rest. Yes, a dead pedal helps performance drivers press themselves into their seats when throwing a car around. However, much for the same reason, it's most importantly a real deal safety feature integral to keeping you centered in front of your controls as you're taking evasive action. I have a video dedicated to show how you can adjust your seat to get the most visibility and control over your 3 or Y, so I won't redo the whole thing here. But in short, if you adjust your seat so that you can comfortably reach your dead pedal, you will suddenly see its value. If you've been driving that way for any length of time, Tesla's decision to remove the dead pedal from the Model 3 and not include it with the Model Y might frustrate you as much as it does me. Number 6, Tesla needs to bring back the Tesla Service Loaner program. Tesla used to have loaners available for nearly all service center appointments. In fact, Elon Musk bragged in the 2018 Q1 earnings call that our policy for service loaners is that the service loaner fleet will be the very best version of a Tesla that is available. It'll be the kind of thing where you hope service takes a long time because you have the absolute top of the line as a service loaner. Sadly, the days where even most service center appointments earn you a loaner are long gone. In fact, it's been over a year since I've been matched with a loaner. Yes, the pandemic is being blamed for some of that, but this has been going on since way before that. In fact, 3 out of the 4 loaners that I was matched with weren't even Teslas, and the one Tesla loaner that I ever got was a non-P85 Model S with AP1 hardware and a loud as heck rumble in the back suspension. By late 2018, in fact, Tesla owners across the US were beginning to report that service centers were offering Uber credits instead of a loaner of any kind, unless you scheduled your appointment around the availability of a loaner vehicle in the fleet. At some point, Tesla is going to have to decide whether or not they want to be a luxury vehicle brand again. As far as the service experience goes, Tesla just doesn't live up to that standard anymore, which is why my parents bought another Lexus instead of buying a Tesla, even though they were super impressed with our Model 3. They want that white glove experience where somebody greets you at your car when you pull up. They open the door for you, and then they hand you the keys to a nicely appointed Lexus service loaner. They can't imagine having to get an Uber to get around while their Tesla is serviced, and that alone was the deal breaker for them. Number 7, directly related to number 6, bring back customer service phone numbers and emails again. Tesla dropped any way of connecting directly with a human being as their customer base grew faster than their customer service department. That may be a sensible solution when they were cash-strapped, but they're now able to raise cash by the billions in half a day. And they need to start spending that cash on backfilling the parts of the ownership experience that have lagged their growth. If your customer service numbers are overwhelmed, it means that either you have too few people handling customer service inquiries, or you have too many customer service inquiries. It never means that your customers are wrong for wanting to have their customer service issues handled by a human being. I think Tesla can use some work on both sides of that. Not being able to reach a human being to handle your customer service issue doesn't feel like Tesla is being cutting edge. It feels too much like Tesla is trying to avoid addressing their customer service issues. Number 8, Tesla needs to bring back the free Diecast models. Yes, you can buy expensive Diecast Tesla models on their site, but Tesla once gifted a Diecast model with the purchase of a Model S or X, or even early reservation holders of the Model 3. These are very nice models retailing for hundreds of dollars, but Tesla doesn't need to go that far to keep their customers excited by their purchases. Hot Wheels makes very nice models that cost a whole lot less while still making a great conversation piece on a desk or shelf. They're one part advertising by helping to start a conversation about the brand, and one part customer attention by constantly reminding people that they are Tesla owners. In fact, I think the cheaper Hot Wheels would make a much better option than the old expensive Diecast models, because people are probably going to be more likely to let their kids play with them. What better way to cultivate a new Tesla owner than by sparking their imagination at play? Silver metallic paint, NEMA 1450 adapter, rose gold window tint, leather steering wheel, dead pedal, service loaners, phone numbers and emails for customer service, and a Diecast Tesla model with every purchase. So that's 8 things that Tesla dumped since we've owned our Model 3. Let me know if I missed anything in the comments below. If you're interested in getting a Tesla of your very own, be sure to use my Tesla Owners referral link. When you do, you'll get free supercharging. Full details on the Tesla Owners referral program can be found at the link itself. Be sure to subscribe for more videos about Teslas and what I think they should be doing. I really appreciate you watching The Tech of Tech, and I hope to see you next time.